John, a friend. Our John Dana lived up to that. We heard today he was a friend. Conrad, the name means bold counsel. Bold. Say what you need to say. Give you advice and counsel. How many of you are familiar with the 12 steps in recovery? I won't put you on blast in terms of how many of you, because there's some other family members. I'm a recovering bunch of everything. But one of the things I appreciated about John and our relationship is how we walk with each other. You know, the road to recovery, staying in recovery. He was very good as a sponsor. He was very good as a counselor. Our church is committed to helping people in recovery. And where's Tim?
I'm right here.
Okay. I told you I'm different, so I'm going to explain. Your relationship with John, why don't you put a little bit? Very unique.
Well, John and I met actually in 1982. John came home from New York and called his buddy Ron English and said, "Hey, let's go hang out at the club." They did. They came back drunk. My son was awoke, and they were kicking up all kinds of noise. So John and I talked and developed a friendship, and he told me he was trying to get sober. And I told John, "Hey, I'll walk alongside you with that." So I did. And at the time, I didn't realize I was an alcoholic. I drank as much as he did.
Amen.
So I went to AA with him, and we ended up with 37 years of sobriety. And I brought John to church and back to Jesus. So he took me to AA, and I brought him to Jesus. So that's kind of how we got started. And been in a relationship and best friends ever since.
Now she belongs to that guy there. Ron English, they belong together. All right? Bless you. Bold counselor. Very gifted and good at helping people work through their issues, whether it was addiction issues or with our church, we have a counseling ministry. And he and Demi, I sent to other churches where they went to other churches to train them how to do lay counseling. Gifted. I prefer to hear from somebody who's been through a little something than people with a bunch of theories and a bunch of letters. John, a friend. John, a counselor. Dana, that word in slang in the streets means awesome. So John is like my Dana, my awesome friend. A man who literally lived up to his name. I've been pastoring in that ministry 45 plus years. And when you lose a loved one, and I've been on both sides of this. I've been here speaking, and I've been where you all are sitting. And it always raises questions. One thing that I like about John, he and I had a lot of stuff in common, but he loved to raise questions. And I remember when I was growing up, I always liked asking questions. I remember when I was a kid, I remember this one teacher, I was in middle school, I think it was, and we had just finished doing book reports. And the teacher said, "Are there any questions?" I was sort of smart. I said, "Yes!" And she had this look on her face because she, like, what is he going to ask? I said, "How many hairs are on your head?" Haman. "Any questions about the book?" I said, "Okay. How many words are in the book that we just..." Almost got kicked out of school. But sometimes in life there are questions that are difficult to answer. And quite often death, losing a loved one, raises difficult questions. There's a portion of scripture in Isaiah chapter 57 that has been a help to me because I've lost. How many deacons have we lost? 4?
Yes.
Let me have my deacons come on up here. And I don't take friendships and relationships lightly because you never know how long you're going to have them. And unfortunately, it's always when they leave us that we look back and reflect on what they did. John Dana did all kinds of things, but he was one of our original deacons. Now you need to understand something. Being a deacon is not an easy job. Especially being a deacon to my peoples. He was selected not because he was perfect, but because he was relational. One of the roles that deacons have is to watch over people, care for them, restore them. And the time when John was a deacon was the time where, just like now, these deacons do a whole lot of work. We don't have the kind of church where you sit up and wear black coat, jackets and white shirts. And no. Deacons work. Their word means servant. And John was a servant. And so we want you to know that he was a great musician, but he was an awesome deacon. Let me have my chairman of my deacon board just share a little bit. And then, because again, we're getting to see John in some ways that you didn't know. And I've been pastoring for 37, 38 years. Many of my pastor friends complain about their deacons. These deacons serve the Lord. John Dana served the Lord. They're good at restoring because they had, at a time in my past, they had to restore me. Jesus said, "You are those who stuck with me during my trial." John Dana stuck with his pastor when most people threw the pastor out. Go ahead.
Praise God, everybody. Isn't he good? Yes. Yes, he's really good. Thank God for Jesus. I just want to thank God for John Dana, who I met 25 years ago or so, who worked with us on the deacon board, and we would just work together. It's nothing about me being chairman, so I died just like I got to die just like everybody else died. So we worked together, and he was a person that really worked hard, and he always gave me that great big smile that I cannot really describe to you, the type of smile. You know those of you met him personally. That was a smile, right, brother? Yeah. There was a smile that John Dana had that I really cannot describe. He was the type of deacon that worked without complaining. Have you ever worked on a job with a guy just complaining all the time about a little of nothing? And he worked so hard, and he loved the Lord too. That's the great thing about him. And he just was. There's words that I cannot describe. So as I went by the hospital to see him several weeks ago, I think it was several weeks ago, he still was telling me how he loved the Lord, and we prayed together, and he was consistent in it. He reminded me of a person I used to work for back in 1959. The only difference between this person and John Dana. I'm not saying just to let you know that I know this person, but just he reminded me of this person I used to work for in 1959 when I was 8 or 9 or whatever. His name was Elvis Presley. He lived on Mississippi Boulevard in Memphis, Tennessee. And he was he would always give you that smile, because I recall the first day I went to Elvis Presley's mansion to get a job. I was 8 or 9 years old at the time. This smile that he had on him. The only difference between John Dana and Elvis Presley, Elvis Presley had hair, and John Dana didn't have hair.
Thank you. All right, let me see. Isaiah chapter 57, very interesting 2 verses that answers the questions that always are triggered in my mind when we're at this point in life. Isaiah 57 says, The righteous are taken away to be spared from evil. Why did God take Sharon? Why does God take good people? Isaiah says, God takes them away to spare them from evil. In other words, God knows about the crazy things that are going on now next and the crazy things that will be going on in the future. And so I like that about God. So I'll be 70 in a few months, and I'm not asking him to let me stay here. If he wants to take me, to spare me from evil, see you in a minute, JD. John understood that about God. He understood that. And as you and I grow and develop a relationship with God, the way John did, you get to the place where you trust God, like John did, with your life and with your death. The next verse says, those who walk uprightly enter into peace. They find rest as they lie in death. Most of you probably don't realize that that's really where that R.I.P., rest in peace, that's where that comes from. So a lot of people say, well, that's not in the Bible. That means they haven't read the Bible. God says, when righteous people, people who walk upright, not perfect people, but righteous people, and I'm telling you, I knew John, and I declared he was a righteous man. And God says they rest in peace. If you want to talk to him, you want to come back? Oh, no. God said, I want you to understand something about it. I gave you a friend, I gave you a person, and I want you to look at how he trusted me with his life, and he trusted me with his death. What do I say? What am I saying? God deliberately took John. Well, I know you don't have issues with that because God deliberately gave us John. It was God's idea to give us John Dana with all of the gifts and abilities and whatever. That was God's idea, but when he came here, there was something posted on his forehead saying, return to sender. You and I had the opportunity to know him, to joke with him, to laugh with him, to cry with him. I think it was a great idea for God to send him, and I think it's a great idea for God to take him. It's possible to die peacefully. It's possible to die with tranquility. But then the question again becomes, why would you take such a good bass player? There's some people who aren't that good. Why would you take some? He's a good friend, you know. And we question. God says, listen. Trust me, I'm God. I know what I'm doing. I remember my granddaughter. She was smaller. Had some friends over. It was overnighting, and they were downstairs playing and whatever. And I came down, and she had fallen asleep, but her friends were still up. She was laying on the floor, asleep. I picked her up, carried her up to bed. Because in my mind, this hard floor is no place to rest. There was a bedroom upstairs prepared for her. Jesus says, I go to a place that's prepared for you. Why sleep There's music up there. There's instruments up there. There's orchestra up there. I'm not sure if they have scores and all that kind of stuff, but if you know God, you know that John is in a better place. Well, what makes it better? Jesus says, I go to prepare a place for you. In other words, it's custom fit. My granddaughter's bedroom is designed for her. The colors and all that kind of stuff. Don't. It's like you could buy a shirt off the rack, and it may bulge, it may, because but a tailor-made shirt is fitted for you. John Dana was fitted for us. He was fitted for recovery ministry. He was fitted for the music ministry. As a matter of fact, one of the things that you don't know about him probably is that John also went on missionary trips. Yeah. And I love when we went to Kenya and they expected to only see black people, and here comes JD. He was fitted for the team. Now, being sick of the difficulties of life is uncomfortable. Sometimes being in a place that does not fit you, you live with it. So when he went to Kenya, the food was different. Where he slept was different. The language was different. But most of us can live with some inconveniences for a short period of time. It's like you all have never had a black guy hollering and screaming at you like I'm doing. You can live with it for a while. Because when he went on foreign trips, he could live without complaining, the inconveniences, because he knew he could always go back home. And home is a place that fits you. Heaven is John Dana's home because he's righteous. Not because he's perfect, but because he's righteous. And God says the righteous die in peace. The righteous go to heaven. The righteous see God. The righteous have it better off. So I'm simply saying that you can become as righteous as John was. Well, Rev, I wouldn't say, I knew John, but I wouldn't say that he was righteous. I'm not taking a vote. So like the CEO visited, he was visiting one of his facilities. And he pulled in, he didn't want them to know that he was visiting, so he pulled in. As he got out, the guy who was kind of doing security work, working in the parking lot and stuff, was very, very friendly to the CEO. Because he didn't know who the CEO was. He was very, very friendly. I mean, he just ushered him in and asked him, kind of help him in. He was like extremely polite. I mean, he had a servant spirit. And the CEO was quite impressed with him, especially since the guy didn't know he was the CEO. So, about half an hour, 45 minutes later, the guy who's working in the parking lot gets a call to come upstairs to the office. And he gets there, and they introduce this guy, the CEO, and the CEO says, I want you to know that I'm promoting you to be vice president. How you gonna do that? I'm the CEO. And if the CEO says you are vice president, you are vice president. If God says you're righteous, you're righteous. God's not asking questions or taking a vote. And God said, listen, I can declare you to be righteous. There's no poll involved. Well, how did John become righteous? The Bible tells us that if we give what John did, that's why he did the 12-step thing. You get to a place where you realize that without God, my life is I can't manage it. I need a power greater than me. And so what God did with John Dana's failures and sins and all that kind of stuff, John gave it to God, and God gave him righteousness. Well, how are you going to do that? I'm God. You got issues with that? Like the CEO says, I'm CEO. If I make you vice president, you're vice president. I'm not asking the rest of the company. I'm not asking the board members. I'm CEO. I'm in charge. And what John Dana did years ago is give God his unrighteousness. And God gave him righteousness. One gift for another gift. He understood what it means I can't do this. My life is unmanageable. I need a power bigger than me, greater than me. That's why JD is a righteous man. Just as he gave God his unrighteousness and God gave him righteousness, you can do the same thing. If you're going to die in peace, if you're going to experience peace eternally, you better do what JD did. And some of y'all ain't got long to make that decision. A friend. Gifted, skilled, humorous. As a bass player, he bought the bottom line. Turn to your neighbor and say, we need the bottom line. Well, what? As I look back at John's life and what he did and what he demonstrated, there's 3 or 4 bottom line issues that I think John brought to me, to us. One, like we say bottom line, like what's most important? Friendships.